picturesque Provo, Utah, LaBelle Edwards Stadium. As we wind our way toward the end of another college football season, one of the grand traditions is paying tribute and respect to those who have just poured their souls into the success of this program and honor the seniors on Senior Day. It's the Baylor Bears and the BYU Cougars. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you here in the booth, and Holly Rowe keeping an eye on all of the storylines down on the sideline. Holly?
Well, guys, the Cougars head coach told me before the game he loves how his team has come out and dominated in the conference so far this season, but he understands the road gets even harder now. He's talked to his team about getting off to a fast start, that's important to set the tone here today. They want to keep that undefeated streak alive in conference play, but it all begins right now. We'll see if they can do it against a very tough opponent. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Looking forward to see how this one goes. And the Bears ready to kick it away first. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Three tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. Using his legs, it's Martin. They come out strong, stopping for no gain on the opening play. All right, guys, let's chat about BYU. I'm sure you guys saw this. One of the top running backs in the country, 5-star guy, gave a verbal commitment last week. What's the expectation for him as soon as he hits campus?
I mean, you don't get 5 stars very often, and you get 5 stars for a reason, because you are a dude. He is a man-child. They want to get him in the door now. They wish they could already have him signed, but the excitement is going to really build for this young man.
Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go?
Here we go. Ready.
Back to pass. There's the pressure. He was able to squirt free and pick up a few and avoid a negative play there.
That's what I'm talking about. Way to set the tone. And if I'm that defensive player, not only did I set the tone, I'm telling him about it. The whole way back to the huddle. We got plenty more where that came from. Hey, QB, you want to run? Keep coming back.
Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be 3rd and short. He's got it. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
And when you get zone coverage and you're running curls and the wide receiver sprints off the ball, you know what happens? That DB starts to bail, and that wide receiver comes back, and it's easy pitch and catch for the offense.
BYU with the 1st and 10. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Martin. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on 1st down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Nice job by the defense. A lot of times offenses want time to mesh that RPO and read it. Nah, the defense got in there so fast, they didn't give him an option. Got the nice tackle for a loss, putting the offense in a worse situation.
Just shy of midfield at the 47. The defense needs a 3rd down stop. Sends it back in motion. Snap from the gun on 3rd down. Escapes the pressure to his right. Fires to the big fella. Nice job to pick up the 1st down, and they'll spot it at the 42.
Tight ends nowadays, they're oversized wide receivers. They run routes like wide receivers. They make people miss now in space. They're guys that are now featured in offenses where in the past that wasn't the case.
BYU has this offense clicking. Quarterback making checks. Looking for room. It's Martin. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
Slings it downfield. They needed a big play, and they got it. And the foot down for the 1st down.
And You've already seen this QB, man. He's willing to spread the ball around and take what the defense gives him and not force it to his go-to guy. But it's not a surprise. When you get it to him, good things happen. He can chew up chunks of yards and make those big plays.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. The give to the single back. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
You've got to be loving what you're seeing from your offense here on the opening drive of this game. They're in a really nice rhythm. They've got real good balance going on right now, and they've got the defense on their heels.
The Cougars kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Reels it in the end zone. Touchdown, Cougars!
You're the better team. You're playing at home. That's the way you start a football game. Putting a drive together, getting 6 on the board, taking the lead. Nice start by this offense.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. So they'll decline the penalty, pleased with the results of that last play. And he'll just take a knee in this drive. At the 25. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Now here's Lagway. Finds the tight end. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Guys, when you think about the big picture for Baylor, for some teams, the road into the top 25 can be a little more treacherous than for others. And once you get there, you've got to convince the rest of the country you deserve to stay.
And I think that's what's next for this squad. They've earned the right to get in the top 25. People are noticing what they're doing. Now, let's continue to build on it because they haven't proven they're a top 10 team, and they want to get to that point.
Yeah, let's stay hungry. Let's not be satisfied with the fact that we just broke into the top 25. Let's get in the top 20, top 15, top 10. Let's make the college football playoff. Don't want to get ahead of your skis here too early. It's a nice thing to be inside the top 25 now, but you want to continue to get better.
A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. On the direct snap, it's Morris. It's on target and complete. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Bears! That was a lightning-fast drive that ends with a touchdown.
If you can string a few more drives like that together, man, we might as well get our popcorn out because we're going to get a lot of scoring.
Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And the extra point was good to finish things off. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they cover the final 54 yards with the explosive play in the passing game for 6. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. On the draw, it's Martin. The draw draws nothing except a swarm of tacklers. He's stopped immediately.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Box, box, box. Shift. Go, go.
Wants to fire on second down. Going for it all. And the ball is caught. He's inside the 35. He's loose. Touchdown, BYU. Once he got some room, it was over.
Well, you got to give the quarterback a lot of credit on that one, David. As soon as he recognized man coverage, there was no question where he was going to be looking. One of the fastest wide receivers in the game.
I'm going to say you credit the quarterback. It's his speed. You play him man-to-man, he gets open, he wins. I'm not sure why we're crediting the quarterback. He's got jets.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. Defense a little too jumpy there, and they got into the neutral zone too soon. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. What a display of explosive capabilities on that drive. 75 yards, 2 plays, and a touchdown. No shot to return that one as he boomed it out of the back of the end zone. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Throwing, Lagway. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Lagway unloads to the wideout. Got his man to the left. He wasn't far from taking it to the house, and that'll be the final play of the first quarter. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. They've got a first down here to open the period. Looking to throw, it's Lagway. Fires to the wideout. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Missed opportunity on offense. QB and receiver just not on the same page there.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Here's Lagway to pass. Bringing the heat. And the completion to the sideline. A solid pickup, but not enough for the first down.
Well, Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? Second down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this third down manageable. Really nice job of executing that.
Throwing again, here's DJ Lagway. Pulls it in. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. 4th down and 3, and they'll try to pick it up. 4th down, Lagway. On the run, still looking. He'll pull it down. He's got enough for the 1st down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going.
And this offense, they don't want a field goal. You can tell. They want a touchdown. They want points. 4th down, going for it. And how about the QB, man? How about the poise? Dropping back to throw the football. Nah, it's not open. Nothing there I don't feel comfortable with. But he absolutely pulls the trigger, makes the decision, tucks it, and gets the big 4th down conversion.
Makes the grab. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there.
Well, I'll tell you, it's a nice job by the quarterback there. Of course, he's right-handed, but there he is scrambling and rolling to his left. It's not easy to be accurate when you're doing it, but he's able to put that right on target for the completion.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Looks as if he's going to run it. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Baylor.
And I tell you what, Reese, I'm not picking a team unless I got a guy that can do something like this at the quarterback spot. I need an athlete. I need a little bit of mobility. Just dictates too much to the defense. QB runs in for 6.
And he added the extra point. So that was a 10-play, 75-yard drive. And finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. Offense takes the field to start this drive. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every 3rd down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
On the move. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
And I like the defense being aggressive. They heated up that RPO. He didn't even give him time to read it. I'm getting in the backfield right now, making a play, being aggressive, bringing the fight to the offense.
Clock ticks down. Under 4 minutes to go in the half. Second down, they'll go to the air. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete. It'll be 3rd and long. Might be calling a hot route. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Intercepted! Oh, what a play! Not a lot on the return, but they can live with that as they've got it at the 49. Lagway wants to throw. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. And it's caught inside the 25.
I love offensive coordinators that take shots in sudden change situations. You just got the takeaway. You're not wasting any time. Defense is jogging on the field. They barely have time to line up. You take a shot deep down the field, and you hit it, adding insult to injury to the opponent. That is a great play call.
Looking to scramble. get him on the ground, but not before he drives it to the 10-yard line.
And, man, I love his courage to run the football. And I think it's necessary for the team. Sometimes you got to do that. But, man, see the surroundings, right? Like, knowing guys are around you. He gets hit late at the end of that play, and he got decked. You do not want to take those shots throughout a game. They will add up, and sometimes it will affect your throwing. It's too big of a hit to be taken for this quarterback.
Well, that's one of those as a quarterback. You're out on the perimeter of the field. You're trying to throw it in the end zone. You think you can fit it in there, but, man, you've got a lot of speed. Next time you're in that position, you might just decide to take off because you might just go score.
Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. They'll run the sneak for it. Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on third down.
And when you call the quarterback sneak, you're thinking, I'm going to fall forward and get at least a yard. But, Palmer, that defensive line got in there, and the QB got nothing.
Well, he's got to do a better job with the snap count, too, and try to catch the defense when they're napping. Right there, everybody was set and ready. And one more of those type plays, and this dude's losing his quarterback sneak privileges.
Calls his own number. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive.
I'm not a huge analytics guy, but on 4th and 1, if you're going to get pushed like that from your O-line, I say go for it every time.
Throwing, Lagway. Max looking for the goal line. Touchdown Bears! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
Defense has to be better on the back end. They knew this offense was going to come out, and they were going to challenge them. They were going to try to push the ball vertically down the field. They've now given up 2 touchdown passes in this game. They have got to shore up their play in the back half.
It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
And that last one might have helped the completion percentage, but it didn't go forward. 2nd and 10 here. Looking to fire. Escapes the pressure going right. Oh, he drops it. That is a catch he makes 99 times out of 100, but it'll be 3rd down.
You're not going to see that happen too often. The quarterback, man, he was licking his chops. He saw a big space in the middle of the field. He had his best receiver there ready to make a play, and he dropped it.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. He lobs one high down the left side. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
Well, the defense finally has figured it out. That was critical for their confidence because they had been scored on earlier. They had given up a ton of yards. I think they understood the gravity of the situation. 3rd down, that was critical for them to get off the field, build momentum, build some confidence. Nice job that time by the defense.
They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Lagway. Under fire. Makes the catch. And he's able to shed one tackle, but still, just a very short gain.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Takes the handoff. It's Morris. Couldn't fight his way out of his grasp.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps, everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Third down coming up, and the Cougar faithful are doing everything they can to help out this team. Fires on the move. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
And, man, the defense really needed that. And they needed that for their confidence. 3 drives already.
Guys, look at this. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th and long. Lagway to throw for it on 4th. Fires to the wideout. Makes a catch. First down and maybe a lot more. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. 4th down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
The Bears have it with a 1st and 10. They'll run it. It's Turner. Tough, determined run gets it down to the 12. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Rides to the back. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down. They can't pick up the first without scoring. The Sweet Feet buy a little time. Touchdown Bears! And they take it in for 6 more points. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is good. So that's a 60-yard touchdown drive. And what a way to finish it with a 9-yard touchdown run.
Set to advance on the football.
That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? On the ground, it's Martin. He'll push his way forward for a few, and the clock will continue to run. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, down the stretch we come on what's been a thrilling college football season. Week 11 filled with storylines. We kick things off with Boston College in their matchup against the number 2 team, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. And it's the Fighting Irish on the losing end right now of a tight one. This legit playoff contender kind of stumbled out of the gates, and while there is time to turn things around, they had better start soon. Here now some other games you may have interest in. Social media certainly does. Inside SEC.
Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the 3rd quarter.
Well,
there he goes! Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a 1st down.
This is going to be a big key for him, David, with the lead here in the second half, running the football, right? Staying on the field and bleeding the clock.
Yeah, run the football. You're ahead. You can be a little bit more conservative. But again, this opens up the pass. This keeps everything in balance for this offense.
Open the drive with a chunk play out past the 40, and they are in business on first down. Running inside. It's Turner. Got enough for the first. Could be an alley. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you. I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Here's Lagway to pass. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. And this one's not working. He'll just throw it away.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Facing 3rd and long from the 21 and hoping not to settle for a field goal. Looking for space. It's Morris. Oh, he's got some space. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run.
I'll say, watching this offense this year, one of the things you have to be really happy about is their ability to move the sticks. This is one of the top 25 offenses in the country in getting first downs. That running back is one of the biggest reasons. He is a weapon.
They'll try to get it in with the run. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on 1st and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick to it for another play or two.
Now 2nd and goal, and right in the teeth of this noise. Got his man. And he is going to lose yardage. Nowhere to run as he is forced out of bounds. The defense trying to make a stand on 3rd and goal. Trying to barge in. He's going for the goal line. He'll be stopped short. It'll be 4th down, and let's see what the decision is here.
And I tell you what, I love the run game down here. I love being able to give it to a back and be able to trust him. Listen, he doesn't have any touchdowns on the season, so I know he's wanting to punch one in. And down here, giving me the opportunity. Let me prove myself, so I love the big fella getting the football.
And the Bears looking to convert on 4th down. A run for the quarterback. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears! They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance.
4th and goal, gotta have it. Who do you go to? You give it to your playmaker. You give it to your quarterback. You trust him handling the football. He does what he's supposed to do, gets downhill, makes the fourth down conversion, and they get in for 6.
The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of your defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quickly.
Got his man on the right. And the defense makes a big hit and knocks him down.
I want to get my running backs the ball in space as much as possible. And sometimes it doesn't work in the running game. But I can throw it to him. I can try to create some space out wide, dump him the football, let him make some catches, and see if I can't get some big plays out of him.
Wants to adjust the pattern. They'll try to get the first through the air. He's got it. He'll be knocked out of bounds right at the 40-yard line. Good pickup there.
You know, as a receiver, it's so critical and important to know where the sticks are. He was able to modify his route so he knew as soon as he caught it, he was just going to have enough to keep this drive alive.
Off play action on first down. Good timing on the quick out. Turning it on. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down.
Well, that's great timing by the quarterback and receiver on that out route. If you're going to be running that against man coverage like they were there, that ball has to be thrown early, and it's got to be thrown out in front of the receiver, and they execute it perfectly.
Motion from the wide receiver. Just keeps slinging it. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hit.
It's a fumble. Bounced right back to him. He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. The Cougars come to the line trying to find a way to convert on third and very short. Making side adjustments here. Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Still third down, but more ground to cover after the flag. From the gun, wants to pass. A shot toward the end zone. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down.
That's a throw the quarterback would like to have back. He forced that one into double coverage. That means somebody else was wide open. The quarterback really needs to be better moving forward, working through his progressions.
On fourth down, looking to pass. Throws to the back. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
And talk about being an impact player for his defense. That's now his second interception in this game. Time and time again, when they've thrown his direction, he's come up with a big play. And in a tight game like this, those two interceptions, that is massive for this defense.
They'll snap it from the 37 for the first play of this drive. Defense didn't maintain its discipline there, and they get into the neutral zone. It'll cost them 5 yards. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Using his legs, it's Morris. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. And maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready for their next opponent, of things they did right and things that they got to do more consistently moving forward.
Running to the left. Pushes ahead for 1. It's 2nd and 9.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Lagway wants to throw. Looking long. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
Well, quarterback trying to get aggressive, trying to take a shot deep down the field, but just not on the same page with his wide receiver as the pass falls incomplete.
Back to pass, it's Lagway. Trying to make magic with his feet. Open space at the 25. They bring him down. He's got a 1st down, but that might be the final play of the 3rd quarter. This game is all but officially a wrap as we take a look at the top 25. Late in the season, time running short if teams want to make their move in the rankings. Our final quarter is on deck, and it looks as if they are ready to go. So 1st down will open up the final period. Now they'll run it to the right here. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. Throwing, Lagway. Intercepted, and that total goes to 16. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position. To the air on 1st down. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
And that's not how you want to start a drive. On the very first play, you give up a sack and you lose a ton of yards. Quarterback, you've got to know, just throw the ball away, know when the play is over.
That last sack got them behind the sticks. It's 2nd and long here. Fires to the tight end. And he's knocked down.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
And the 3rd down pass incomplete after a good deflection by the defense.
The offense came into this game knowing that for them to...
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Now he'll turn one loose back to the middle. And that is interception number 3 on the day. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's 4th down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do.
Breaks into the open. Makes it past the marker. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 41 after the good gain there.
And this offense has really done a nice job on the ground. Like, the ground game has been solid, man. Nice job opening holes, running the football. They've been consistent with the run. And as this game creeps along, right, if they can continue to do this with the lead, this is going to be a game.
There's some room. Oh, and after the big gain, the ball's loose. He is in. Takes the fumble to the house. Touchdown, Bears. The lead grows, and you can sense they know how important wins are this late here in Week 11.
Holy cow, how about that? You think he's going in for the score. It looks like he's going to get it. He fumbles the football. Who's going to get it? Johnny on the spot. The offense finds the football, lands on it, and gets the touchdown.
Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and the pressure gets there, and down he goes at the 18.
How about this defense? No mercy. Like, listen, I know we're up big, but they are still hunting, still flying around, still chasing, still making life really miserable for this offense.
Now facing 2nd and long after the defense came up with that sack. Pressure's there, and he lets it go. Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. Back open in the middle. They make the stop at the 26, and let's see if they bring out the punt team.
A nice job of awareness on defense there on that 3rd down. You know, you're expecting the offense to throw the football, but it's not just going to be receivers or tight ends you got to worry about. You got to keep your eye on where that running back is. They knew exactly where he would be, and they were able to make the tackle set.
Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. He's got enough for the 1st down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going.
Hey, I got to be honest. I don't know if the defense was expecting that type of throw on 4th down. It looked like they were all huddled close to the line of scrimmage.
And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. This BYU offense set up with another 1st down. Wants to throw again. Stepping to the right. Throwing on the run. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. On the ground, it's Martin. Here's a little room there. They make the stop right at the 30-yard line, but it's a 10-yard pickup and a 1st down.
Maybe the big fella can jumpstart this offense a little bit. They got to get some points, and he's that big physical guy, breaking some tackles, making some plays. Here in the 4th quarter, they're going to need it.
Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal.
Ready, go!
Into the hallelujah land. Touchdown, Cougars. Now the 2-point conversion attempt is coming. Using his feet. He's into the end zone for the 2-point conversion, and they shave a couple more off of this lead. They're down big, but they'll keep fighting to the bitter end and line up for the onside kick here. They'd hope to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it.
Well, here in the 4th quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. A little misdirection and the handoff on the counter. Jumped on top of the pile.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
The officials stopped the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Still 3rd down, but a little less manageable after that penalty. Flag wave. Another interception. That's number 17 on the year. Trying to take it back. Smashes him with the stiff arm.
Well, that's the danger about being in a 3rd and long situation. You've got to push the football downfield. The defense is expecting it. So they've got guys in the back end with their eyes on the QB. They're able to make the interception. This offense is going to have to do a better job generating better plays early in drives moving forward.
Looking downfield on 1st down. On target over the middle. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. 3 yards, 1st down for the offense after that penalty. The snap sets up to throw. And he was looking to the end zone, and they couldn't make the connection.
And I absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got a big lead. They're going to have to throw the football. So more nickels, more dimes, bring the speed on the field, and get ready to play the pass.
Moving away from pressure. He's got it on the move. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, BYU! Now a 2-point conversion attempt coming up. Now on the move. Into the end zone for the 2, and now it's a 12-point game. They are running out of time here. They need to get the ball back. They'll line up for the onside kick. They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football. Baylor sends out the offense to go to work. So the defense can't stop the clock 3 times here, so they can't just kneel on it. Need to pick up a 1st down and protect this lead. Surged ahead for a couple there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Now the Cougars are going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. And now what will they come up with on this 2nd down play? They'll be perfectly content to go right back to the ground here on 2nd and 8. Here's Lagway to pass. Going to try to get it himself. Now on 1st down from the 28. The give to the back. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Timeout taken by BYU at 2nd. And they'll still have 1 timeout left at their disposal. Stop behind the line of scrimmage, and that is a rare sight for this defense today against this guy. The Cougars are going to use their third and final timeout here. And now they are powerless to stop the clock with a timeout. It is deafening in here, soaked in noise as BYU tries to get a stop on third down. It'll be a draw.
Man, you got to know when to give it up. You can't just keep retreating and going backwards and backwards and backwards, thinking at some point you're going to outrun everybody and make a big play. That play was doomed from the get-go, and it was going the wrong direction.
The Bears will call on their punt team. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter.